All right, Predator fans, here we go. Predator Badlands releases in just a few short days. I cannot wait for this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, your hopes and expectations for Predator Badlands. Today, we got some behind the scenes footage and a whole lot of interviews. We're just getting a lot more news breaking from this movie, from the filmmakers to the actors to everybody going on, and we got to talk about it. Hello everyone, welcome to Digital Charcuterie. My name is James. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel and looking forward to Predator Badlands, hit that subscribe button. I talk about it and discuss it with you all the time right here on the channel. It's coming. It's coming really soon. We're going to have reviews of it starting Thursday night, maybe Friday. We're going to have reviews of it all weekend long. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to talk about the lead up to it as well, including the Rotten Tomatoes score and any other information that comes out between now and the release and afterwards. Can't wait to see what Dan Trachtenberg and company has got for us, what is going on. Killer of Killers, I thought was fantastic. Prey, also really great. What do they have in store for Predator Badlands? A buddy cop duo movie? Is this going to be Lethal Weapon with a Predator and a synth? We're going to find out in a few days. Some people are nervous about it. I have full faith, though. I think they know what they're doing. I think they have a good handle on the franchise or the property, and I think we're going to be in for a really fun adventure. As I said off the top, there's a new behind-the-scenes clip going around, and it gave us a ton. Trachtenberg opens it by saying he's constantly drawn to tales of the underdog with something to prove. And that single line basically sums up what Badlands is going to be all about. This isn't a story about a perfect hunter. This is about Deck, a predator runt, exiled by his own clan for being weak. They throw him onto the deadliest planet in the galaxy, and the only way he can earn his place again is by doing the impossible, hunting down an unkillable creature. That premise alone flips the Predator formula completely on its head. For nearly 4 decades, these movies have always been about humans proving they can stand toe-to-toe with the ultimate hunter. This time, the Predator itself is the one with something to prove. And that's where Trachtenberg's direction shines. You can tell he's obsessed with making every ounce of this creature mean something. In the behind-the-scenes footage, he says, this new Predator performance demands more than anything they've done before. They built a suit, almost fully practical, worn by actor Demetrius, and it's not just about the look, it's about expression. Weta Digital then came in and took that raw physical performance and elevated it. You've got Demetrius giving this emotional, physical embodiment of the creature, and Weta layering the subtlest expressions, the way the jaw tightens, the way the eyes narrow. The stuff adds personality. You can feel the difference. Trachtenberg calls this Predator both brutally physical and deeply emotional. And honestly, that's the evolution this franchise needs. But here's what a lot of people don't know. This movie actually started in an even weirder, bolder place. Trachtenberg recently revealed that early versions of Deck were blind. Yeah, a blind predator. The original concept had him wearing a stripped-down mask just over his eyes that used echolocation. These predator clicks we've heard for years would actually be how he saw. Think Book of Eli meets Daredevil, a predator who couldn't rely on sight but had to feel and perceive the hunt in an entirely new way. Eventually, they evolved this idea into what we're seeing now, but that theme, weakness becoming strength, is still baked into every frame. Even without the blindness, Deck is the runt, the exile, the one who has to fight harder to be worthy. It's the ultimate underdog story, dressed in sci-fi armor. The other cool thing that I'm really looking forward to in this movie is that Deck is going to team up with a Weyland-Yutani synth. So now we officially have a thread connecting Predator and Alien once again. That's not just a random cameo, it's setting the stage for a shared mythology. The synth isn't just there for exposition either. Both characters, the outcast Predator and the synthetic human, are reflections of each other. Two beings rejected by their creators, trying to prove they're more than what they were built to do. That's where Trachtenberg's storytelling elevates this from just cool monster movie to something with actual heart. And speaking of cool details, you've probably heard about the Stranger Things connection by now. Trachtenberg was originally supposed to direct an episode of the final season of Stranger Things, but the timing overlapped with Badlands. So instead of doing the episode, he brought the Duffer Brothers into this movie. Literally. They cameo in Badlands as voices speaking Yautja, the Predator language. That's how much Trachtenberg loves the collaboration. It's the same creative ecosystem, genre storytellers pulling each other into their worlds. Now let's talk a little bit about the tone and rating, because that is where people are getting confused. Badlands has been rated PG-13 in the USA, the lightest rating the franchise has ever had. But don't panic. According to early reactions, which you could check out the video I did on this channel, it's still violent and gory. It's just smart about it. This isn't trying to shock you with blood sprays. It's about tension, energy, and rhythm. Trachtenberg doesn't rely on splatter to make you feel fear. He uses perspective and empathy. Prey proved that. Badlands just pushes it further. All right. That's the filmmaking side of things, but let's zoom out because the bigger picture here is wild. Ever since Prey dropped in 2022, Trachtenberg has basically been reshaping the Predator mythos from the inside out. He started small, human, grounded, and then began threading it all into something unified. We saw that in the animated anthology Predator Killer of Killers, where he brought together Prey's Neru, Predator 2's Mike Harrigan, and the OG himself, Dutch Schaefer. The anthology basically told us there's a grand plan, one that connects the eras, the legends, and maybe even the entire Alien Predator timeline. So where does Badlands fit in? It's the next step. It's the first time we've seen a Predator movie told entirely from the Yautja perspective. No humans as the lead, no outsider lens. We're seeing the world through their eyes, their customs, their shame, their hierarchy. It's a total role reversal. If Prey was about a human earning Predator's respect, Badlands is about a Predator earning his own. And when Trachtenberg was asked about all these threads, the connections between Prey, Killer of Killers, and Badlands, he gave an answer straight out of the Marvel playbook. He said, "What made the Avengers work is that it wasn't the first or second MCU movie. It worked because we already cared about those characters from their solo stories." He's taking the same approach here. Build the foundation first, make sure each movie stands on its own, then, when the time's right, bring them together. That's not hype, that's storytelling discipline. When fans called him the Kevin Feige of the Predator franchise, he just laughed and said, "Hey, I've just made a couple of good Predator movies and hope to make a third." But we all see what's happening. There's a clear vision forming. Prey, Killer of Killers, and Badlands aren't random hits. They're chapters. And that's something this franchise hasn't had in decades. Direction. And it's paying off. We're all invested. Again, the mythology is expanding, the alien connections are heating up, and there's talk about a future crossover revival that could actually work this time. Not just as a gimmick, but as a narrative payoff. Because think about it. If all these stories are about survival, about proving your worth, whether it's a Comanche warrior, a predator runt, or an android trying to find humanity, they're all dealing with the same thing. They're all trying to earn their place in a brutal, uncaring universe. That's what makes Badlands feel so special. It's not just about the hunt anymore, it's about why you hunt. It's about redemption, pride, identity. So yeah, maybe Predator Badlands is smaller in scale than an Avengers-style crossover, but it's way bigger in meaning. It's Trachtenberg telling us this world still has stories worth telling, and that the creatures we once feared might actually be mirrors of ourselves. And if that's where this franchise is going, then the hunt is far from over, and I can't wait. I hope that this is a great movie and we get more of these Predator films going forward. Theatrical Predator films. That's what I can't wait for. We'll get to see these in the theater once again. Prey was fine. I like Prey a lot, but it was on the small screen. Just give me the damn big screen. That's where I want to watch this crap. I want to see it on the big screen, experience it with the best sound possible, the best screen possible, and I can't wait to see what Dan Trachtenberg and co have in store for us on Friday, November 7th is when it drops. I cannot wait. Like I said, we'll be discussing it and reviewing it as we get to that date, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts of Predator Badlands in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate your time. Hit that like button, subscribe, and until next time, may you be the master of your own universe.